This is an Evergreen Media Network studio production.
Honestly, without Treasure Coast Community Health, I think we'd be a much poorer community in terms of our health. We're always striving to fill the gap for everyone in the community, rich or poor.
Good afternoon and welcome to Community Conversations. As you know, Treasure Coast Community Health provides primary medical, dental, behavioral health, pharmaceutical, lots of different services. But we're keenly aware that we can't do it all by ourselves. We have lots of great collaborators in this community, other nonprofits that are working as we do to fill the gaps. Sometimes there's a little bit of overlap, but that gives you personal freedom to decide where and how you spend your time and interest. So it's all to the good. And this week I have great collaborators from the Substance Awareness Center, specifically the Safer Coalition, Michele Buldo, sorry.
Yes.
I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Despite my best attempts. Michele, it's a pleasure to have you here as a program director. And Shelley Stuart, much easier name, thank you, as her cohort in coordination, right?
Correct.
So let me know a little bit more about the Safer Coalition, SAFEIR. So
yes.
What does it stand for?
So it's Substance Abuse Free Indian River County. Well, we put the C at the end, but Indian River, yes. So we are a prevention coalition to reduce youth substance use in the county through education, awareness. Several are initiatives that we are doing in the community, really outreaching youth and also parents and the community as a whole.
So it used to be that when we talked about substance use and youth, we always focused on high schoolers. I'm sure that effort is still being held, but like everything else, I'm assuming that our children grow up faster and get into things, and so your efforts might be attuned as well to the middle school?
Absolutely. Even elementary school. We try to get the younger, the better, especially with parents, too, to really have that conversation with parents to talk to their child at a young age.
While they're still listening to us, before they get teenagers.
Exactly. But we do go into the middle schools, do some programming. We are with the high school. We have some youth groups. So, yeah, definitely the middle and high school. And like I said, early is elementary also.
Well, and I think that when people move to Indian River County, they sincerely envelop we've moved to paradise, and yet even paradise had a bad apple. So tell us a little bit about what you see as trends. Is this, I don't want to say it's overkill to address the kids with this kind of information, but are you seeing improvements or a increase of utilization of those bad things that parents want to keep their children safe from?
Well, we conduct a survey that's done every 2 years. It's the FISIS data that's done in the schools. We have seen a decrease in substances, which is great.
That is awesome.
It is awesome. So we got to keep going with that to make it even lower. But if you talk to the kids, they all say everybody vapes. I mean, the vaping, I think, is the biggest issue right now, in the schools and in the middle school. But we know that most teens don't, and that's the perception that all kids do. So, it's a balance, but yeah.
That's as old as time. All my friends drink. I don't know why you're yelling at me. Right. All I had was a sip of beer.
Yes.
So you're in the schools. What other avenues do you have? And Shelley particularly, I would imagine, is involved with, how else you reach individuals and share information.
One of the things we've recognized, too, is the number of, obviously, Florida is where people come when they're ready to retire. So whether they become full-time residents, like I did, I came and moved down here permanently and work here, or they're snowbirds who are coming for the winter months. It's an audience we hadn't really targeted, and we're looking at a program called WISE, which is Wellness Initiative for Senior Education, an evidence-based program that talks to seniors about, properly disposing of medication. A lot of them have grandchildren come down. We're not too far from Disney World and all of the theme parks. So families come down, how to properly dispose of medications, not flushing them down the toilet where they get into the waterways.
Yeah.
Looking at safety, they've always had cocktails and taken medications. Now maybe their body's synthesizing that a little bit differently. So how to properly take medications and being careful with alcohol.
That there can be those interactions. I actually lost an aunt who was taking sleeping medication and lost track or whatever, and also had a cocktail before her husband came home, and he found her, and that was the end of the story. Very sad. Very sad.
Yeah, and it a lot of times, the perception of misuse and abuse is how people think of what teens are doing, but adults are just as capable of misusing and abusing alcohol and other substances.
And they don't think of it as abusing it. Okay,
right.
It slowly integrates into your life or your spouse's life, and it's accepted because it's a gradual turn to more and more, and we don't want them to hit that non-magical climatic problem.
Absolutely.
So I know that Treasure Coast Community Health has been working with the Substance Awareness Center relative to medication-assisted treatment for those that need a little bit of calming of their mind to focus on the reasons behind why they smoke or drink or use other substances. And so that's been a wonderful partnership. It's a little bit outside of the SAFER because you're more in education and we're more in treatment, but there are ways for us to not only educate, but then treat individuals. And so if you're part of the listening audience and you have a loved one that you think might benefit, please talk to one of our nurses, particularly in the behavioral health area, and they will give you some recommendations of how we can help other community members that have been educated, thank you very much, and are now ready for the next steps. We have a number of men and women who over time have probably spent more time on the 19th hole than they have swinging the golf club. And to a point, that's fine. Everybody's choice is their own. But when it comes to their health, we want to make sure that we are there to assist as well, preventively.
Preventively, yes. And we also, as an agency and a coalition, we provide Narcan to the community. So we do a lot of Narcan trainings. So if anyone is in need of just a Narcan kit, because you just never know, it doesn't discriminate. It can be anyone. So giving free Narcan out is something that we really focus on, is just get that out wherever we can.
And so if someone wanted to have a Narcan kit, how would they go about that?
They would call the Substance Awareness Center or can just come right in. We're on 20th Street. Right across from the courthouse, right next to ABC Printing. And you can just come in there Monday through Friday and just ask for a kit. We'll show you how to use it. Or if you have a group of people, you can call us. We could schedule a training. We can come there and we can give everybody a free kit. But it's really our goal is to really get this out there to save a life.
You have saved a huge number of lives in this last year and a half. I can tell you that. We are now releasing Narcan kits with people that come out of jail because, again, unless it's a very, very short stay, they detox, and the amount that they used to use can cause an overdose when they come out. And they've been sort of cold turkey for a bit. And I don't know what that magical number is, whether it's days or weeks or months, but we know that the overdose potential is really high for anyone coming out of incarceration, whether it's locally or in prison. So again, if you're part of that support group, even if you're reluctantly part of that support group, because it's a tough situation for all involved, please reach out, do the right thing, have it in your home or in your car, so that beyond the first responders who come as quickly as they can, but in those periods, seconds count. Have that as part. So thank you very much for bringing that up. We're going to take a short break for a word from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about a couple of the events that you have coming up. Okay. Treasure Coast Community Health in-house pharmacies have the lowest prices in Indian River County, even lower than big box pharmacies. Taking your medication as prescribed leads to better health. Affordable medicine makes it easier. Treasure Coast Community Health patients can pick up medicine as they leave the office or use free delivery and mail order services. Pharmacists are always available to answer questions. Switch to TCCH pharmacies. Save money, stay healthy. 772-257-8224 and ask about our price match.
Sunshine Furniture brightens up your day.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs in all the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We're having a big January clearance sale, including all pictures, lamps, and accessories half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street and visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture.
The Port St. Lucie High School Drama Department presents Footloose the Musical. The show is packed with hits such as Footloose, Let's Hear It for the Boy, Almost Paradise, and Holding Out for a Hero. Footloose features a cast of 50 performers and a live orchestra. The show runs January 25th through February 4th. Tickets are available now at Perkins Restaurant in Port St. Lucie, Vivid Salon and Spa in St. Lucie West, and Joy's Ice Cream in Fort Pierce. See why 250,000 people have seen one of our performances. More details at pslhsdrama.com.
And welcome back to Community Conversations. My name is Vicki Soule, and if you're just joining us, Community Conversations is all about seeing and hearing from other community members that add to the wonderful community that we live in. Being healthcare focused ourselves, Treasure Coast Community Health might occasionally slip in some real clinical stuff, but for the most part, we talk to our community collaborators. We find out what's going on and share that information in an easygoing conversation with you so that you too can appreciate, participate, and oftentimes support these different initiatives that make our town so special. So today I have with me Michele and Shelley from the Substance Awareness Center, SAFIR, S-A-F-I-R.
Yes.
Which is
Substance Abuse Free Indian River.
And that's what we're working towards, to eliminate substance use in our county. Is it a lofty goal? Absolutely. Can we do it? We're definitely making an impact in the lives of the people that live here, and particularly for our children, trying to teach them a healthier lifestyle to keep them growing old like us. So you've got some events coming up that involve our youth, Shelley.
We do, and I'm probably going to let Michele take the lead on our big one, our Family Fun Fest.
Yes, which will be here soon. So we hold an annual Family Fun Fest. So this will be our third year. It is February 10th at the IG Center on Oslo Road.
The big red building.
Yes.
But you overflowed that last year.
I know.
That was awesome.
And the year before, we had over 1,000 people come.
Wonderful.
Which is amazing.
Yes,
you know,
it
the
is.
first year we had it, I said, oh, if 100 people come, I'll be happy. But it turned out wonderful.
We have a lot of partners that
We
join
have
you.
excellent partners. Our partnership really makes it. We have so many different agencies. Of course, TCCH is there, which we so appreciate.
Usually with ducks.
Yeah, and your van, which is awesome.
Ah, yes.
And we have churches and we have so many nonprofits that really, come with activities for children. So there's so many different activities for them to do. We also have vendors that sell items. We have food
That's fun,
trucks.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is fun.
Bring a little bit of cash with you.
A little bit. We have food trucks, so we're going to have a couple of food trucks. We have 2 bounce houses.
Yay.
We have
For
a
the
petting
littlest
zoo
ones.
this year.
Ooh.
So we didn't have that previously, but we have a petting zoo.
Might that be from LaPorte Farms?
No.
No? Oh, sorry. So give the real petting zoo.
Honey Bunny, I believe it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a petting zoo coming. We also have free face painting, so everyone gets face painting who would like it.
Even the adults?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And we do have free snacks, so even if you didn't bring the
Okay.
cash for the food
Yeah.
trucks, we have hot dogs and some other
Oh, that's wonderful.
free snacks.
Yeah, it's amazing how you start out in the morning and you're thinking I'll be home at lunchtime, but the kids are having a good time, and suddenly they're saying, I'm so hungry. And the
Yeah.
other one, they're still wandering around. So
Yes, and we partner with the school district, so it's
Okay.
a great partnership. So they send it out to everybody in the school district, so which is great. And we have the IG Center is a great partner also, so they promote it within, and everybody can win a chance to win prizes because everyone goes around to all the tables, get a bingo card stamped.
Oh, you're going to do the bingo card
We're going to
again.
do the bingo
Okay.
card, and then they get entered into raffles that we get donated from the community. So it is an awesome event. We have music, we have a DJ. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of free things for families to do on a Saturday and come together.
You had bongo drums or something last year in the center too, didn't you?
Yeah, the bus came, Moonshot, and they had that whole setup, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So they'll be there again this year.
That's good because then you don't have to have bongo drums in your own home. You can get it out.
I mean,
during
there'll
the
be
event.
slime, there'll be cornhole, there'll be so many different
my.
activities. Plus, also we have our our partnership with the sheriff's office. We have our hidden in plain sight trailer, so that'll be there where parents can walk through to see a mock teenage bedroom set and try to find the places that kids can hide drugs or alcohol
And
or
vapors.
signs of it. Excuse me.
And vaping devices.
Yes, absolutely.
Since they come in so many different discreet packages
exactly.
now.
You would not think.
Yeah.
So parents can walk through there, and they'll be with somebody from the sheriff's office and going through that. So
That's wonderful. And the time?
The time is from 10 to 3.
Okay.
And this year we are adding an escape room, and Shelley can talk about that.
Oh.
Yeah, so we have what's called Advocates in Motion, our AIM groups. We have 3 of them. We have one at the Boys and Girls Club. We have one at Charter High School, and then we're starting one at Charter Junior High School. So our charter students decided they wanted to do a vaping kind of focused escape room for their carnival back in October. And it was a huge success. We had over 70 groups go through. We had to take a
Wow.
waiting list and text people when their number came
my
up. So
goodness.
yeah, it was great success. So it's a mad science room. We're going to set our room up like a mad scientist lab with complete with mad scientist dressed the part. And the families and individuals who go through will have to answer questions, and there'll be vaping related questions that the family can answer together, simple enough for the
Wonderful.
youngest kids that are there. And then once the questions are answered, they escape the room. We've got a big periodic table and all kinds of slime.
Gosh, it's
and
been
all
a
kinds
while
of
since
stuff.
I've seen that.
Right? I know. These kids drew a full-size periodic table that'll be part of the...
Now, if you had 70 groups in October, what's the average length within the escape room? It's got to be fairly
It's
short.
a couple of minutes, and we can combine some groups to keep things moving along. But we're hoping for a waiting list. We're hoping that it generates
sounds like
enough
fun.
activity to
Yeah.
Like, what's that all about over there? What's going on in that room?
And so, do they get like a "I escaped" button? Or?
They will get prizes for escaping the room.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's great,
Yep.
and a fun way to teach people about the pros and cons. Mostly
and
cons.
involve our teen
vaping.
leaders as well, which is great. The kids from Charter will be there with us wearing the mad scientist costume and
Oh, that's
taking
fun.
names and all of the fun stuff. So it's one of their activities, and
That's great.
we like
They
to
are
engage.
creative over there, aren't they?
They are. They're brilliant.
So what other things are in the planning stages? I know you guys don't rest on your laurels. You're always thinking and asking doing.
We're always doing something. We do hold a lot of presentations and forums during the year. So we'll be having our marijuana one coming up in July. We'll have our End Overdose Summit in August and another alcohol town hall. But we're also starting a new program besides what Shelley mentioned, the WISE program. It's called Strengthening Families. So Strengthening Families is a 7-week evidence-based program for families of children from 10 to 14.
Those fun years.
Yes. So they would come once a week for 7 weeks.
Okay.
We provide them dinner. So we all eat together. The adults go off in one room. The children go off into another. And then we also have child care and another activity for like kids that are not quite 10, but not, child
Like
care.
6 to 10 kind of?
We'll have some kind of educational component for that. And then we'll have child care. And they really learn and, some resiliency skills. They'll get a lot of education. We'll do activities with them. And then they come back for the next hour and really do an activity together.
Oh, nice.
They get homework to take home. They'll do it together.
Okay.
And then they come back the following week. And then after 7 weeks, we'll have a graduation. We'll have a big ceremony for them to graduate. But it's a wonderful, wonderful program. So we'll be starting that up probably in late spring. And we're hoping for a big waiting list. It'll be a great program.
That is awesome. I wish you guys had been around when I was raising my 4, because the whole, not conversation, but conversation, discipline, things that they present, how you react. They're cute and cuddly and fun when they're up to, like you say, up to about 10.
Yeah.
And then things start to change. And it's you can't blame the hormones. They're not that far along when their dynamics with you as parents start to change.
Exactly.
And suddenly you have to switch roles a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more from being the fun parent that does all of these activities like escape rooms to no, you can't do that. I still love you. No, you can't just settle for a D for your class. I still love you, but you're going to be here after school working on your homework. And it's tough.
Yeah, and setting healthy boundaries is a really difficult thing, especially like you said, as you're segueing from the cute little ones to making rules.
Shocking.
Exactly.
Right, and this will definitely, the whole goal is to promote the family bonding, family management, and more communication between the family. So
and doing things together. So I'm so glad that you are integrating that into what you're doing with the families, because it is tempting at times to just say, just go to your room. You got to keep that family doing things together to get through those more fragile days. So thank you for all you're doing. It helps the whole community, and we really appreciate it. The Strengthening Families, how will people find more information out about that?
they can actually go on our website, sacirc.org, and it'll be posted on there.
Okay.
More to come. So it'll probably late spring. We'll start rolling out the sessions, but really promoting it, wherever we can.
Will it be free?
Yes, it will.
I had that feeling, but I wanted you to say it.
And if somebody cannot get there, we will provide free transportation.
Oh, that's
like an
huge.
Uber card or something like that for them to get there. So we want to reduce all the barriers to get them there.
And I'm sure you said where there was, but I missed it. I mentally blinked.
Well, we're going to be having them at several different locations. So we're still working that out. One in Wabasso, South County, Gifford. So we'll be having that in Oslo Middle School.
Great. So I cannot say again how much I appreciate your being here and sharing with us.
And we appreciate you, Vicki, and all you do.
Thank you. And next week we'll have another wonderful set of guests. So stay tuned Saturday at 4:30 for Community Conversations. And I hope you have a wonderful evening.